CD Projekt Red just announced, I think, around 6 new games that they're making
Wait,
all at the same time.
is that the Cyberpunk game company?
Yes, and
Okay.
Witcher Company also.
Oh,
So
they made Witcher?
they're making, I believe, about like 4 new Witchers
Okay.
over
I
the
guess
next
the
like 10 years.
okay.
Yeah,
I still feel like that's a lot to
yeah.
announce.
Like so, it's a new. There's like a new Witcher game, a new Witcher trilogy, and then a new Cyberpunk, and then a totally new IP.
Well, how was the Cyberpunk show? Because you actually watched it.
I've watched the beginning of it. I haven't watched the whole thing yet.
Yeah, because I've
I wasn't
only
able
heard
to finish it.
raving reviews on like this is
First
phenomenal.
reason, it's like at least the beginning. It's just they just throw you in, just you're in there. Like there's
Mhm.
not a lot of build up. It's like you're in, and it hits you hard from the beginning. So I feel
Okay.
like I understand what people are talking about. And yeah, it looks really cool, and it's very high action, like
High octane.
high octane, very fun.
It got people actually download
Yeah.
Cyberpunk.
Yeah, no, I think Cyberpunk, I think hit its most downloads after the Edge
Day
Runners
one.
update. Yeah,
I could imagine.
it's pretty crazy. Well, I don't know if everybody listening to this right now knows where they're at, because it's been a while since we recorded anything.
I know. We had like
This
a
is
week,
a week
hiatus.
off, and that was, I'm going to blame that one on you because you were getting new equipment.
Yeah.
But
Well, it was a lot of stuff because I was
it was a lot.
you
Yeah, it
going
was
to
a lot of
Mexico.
stuff.
I go into Final Fantasy Orchestra. Then I got the new mic. So then there's kind of a lot of things going on.
Now we're pro. Now we're real. We're really podcasting now.
Yeah. Now it's happening.
Serious.
But yeah, that week off was 100% off on me.
No, it was all good though. It's much needed, I think, because we went from having like nothing to talk about to like everything happened.
Dude, that week we took off, literally the Twitch ecosystem fell apart.
Yeah,
I don't even know what the hell happened.
It's crazy, dude. It's crazy. Just everything happened. There was like 3 cheating scandals of various different types of cheating scandals. It's not just like one type of cheating. It was like relationship cheating, game cheating, everything.
Are you talking about the Magnus chess cheating? That's what
Magnus,
I thought of when you
the
first
Magnus
said.
chess cheating, the fisherman cheating, the professional.
Oh, the fisherman cheating?
Yeah.
Yeah. Putting weights in their fish.
Putting weights and then other little fish. You put little fish in the big fish, so it makes it way more. Goated
That's
strategy.
What they did?
Yeah, that
they
was
did it
one
like
of the
Russian nesting dolls?
Yeah, they did a Russian nesting doll. Oh man. And then cheating from the Try Guys. Did you hear about that?
Oh yeah, the relationship cheating.
Yeah, and it was funny because it was like the one guy that's like his whole brand was his wife. He was the one that was cheating.
Yeah, I didn't know who the Try Guys were. Like
I knew who the Try Guys were, but I wasn't a big fan. So this didn't really affect me emotionally or anything. But
yeah, no, that thing blew up Twitter. Cause like, didn't he cheat with like
an employee? Yes,
an employee
that was pretty much who was engaged.
Oh, she was engaged
yeah,
too.
Yeah.
This whole thing seems screwed over. I thought the fish cheating was the biggest scandal, but
I wish it was. Then we don't even want to talk about the whole Miskiff stuff. That's a whole nother can of worms.
Because then that also goes into that also brings into the other thing where Twitch partially banned gambling on the platform.
Yes.
And then like 2 days after, off of that good grace, they decided to announce.
They're like, we'll give them one because we're about to announce some of the worst updates we've had in a long time.
Yeah. So that 70% revenue you guys like. Well, how about 50? Because we're putting in half the work by having our website.
By having a website up and existent. We haven't changed it in like 5 years, but hey, it's there.
It's there. I'll be honest, that one actually is crazy. I don't think like brand image wise Twitch can do anything unless they get rid of their head, who like ever since he took over has kind of took the business approach for profit.
Right.
And I feel like that kind of image won't escape until that guy is not the head.
Yeah, basically. They've just chosen every worst decision. They were like, what are they gonna do? Go to YouTube? And then they were like, yeah,
Yeah.
sure, we will.
Yeah, lately the only YouTube just now has to fumble.
Yeah,
I don't know. When's the
it's
last time they've updated it?
it's like YouTube is just YouTube though. It's like they're just huge. They've always been they've been huge since like early internet. You know, it's like it's theirs to lose. You know.
Oh, I don't know if
I
you
don't
saw
know.
that article about Google on like why there's constantly new products that go out. Oh, because of Stadia
Oh,
going
the
down.
Stadia.
Stadia
Damn.
went down too, by the way.
What did Stadia last? Like 1 year and a half? How long did it last? Like 2 years?
I
It was
feel
two
like it
years
was
max.
I feel like it was out longer than 2 years,
Okay.
personally. I just feel like it wasn't relevant at all during those multiple
Okay.
years.
When did you think it
I'm gonna
launched?
guess it came out I want to say 2018.
2018. I think 2019 at the latest. November 19th, 2019.
Oh wow, it was
So it was
late 2019.
like 2 years and a half. Almost 3 years.
Yeah, just almost 3 years. Just almost 3 years.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you saw that
Crazy.
article though about that, where people were talking at Google, where it was just they're constantly trying to innovate and create new products, but then there's never really any team
To maintain it? Or really?
to maintain it and like
Yeah.
develop those products that are already gone out, because there is no real upside or like to doing that. Instead, it's like everyone's kind of focused on making the next big thing in the company.
So they're just too focused on innovation that they don't actually flesh out what the innovation, I guess. No, what's crazy to me and why I still buy physical games is the fact that all those games are gone. All those Stadia games are gone. It was all on the cloud, and the cloud is like dying.
Wait, so was that
You
an
know?
actual like Steam competitor? I still don't even know what the hell Stadia was, not gonna
Stadia
lie.
was a cloud gaming service. So you didn't like the games weren't actually playing on your equipment. So they basically had a server playing the game on a server farm and then basically streaming it to your device like if you were watching YouTube, but you're playing a game instead of watching a video.
So
Which
what
was
was the
obviously
benefit?
was the fact that you could play on like any equipment. Like you didn't have to have expensive equipment to play games at like the highest settings or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Problem with that though is that you needed to have really good internet so it could play smoothly.
Yeah.
And nobody had enough internet bandwidth to play smoothly. So there was always going to be lag. And what's the one thing like every gamer hates is lag. So it's like, I don't know how they're going to actually make cloud gaming work. Because everybody was saying, like with Stadia coming out, everyone was saying like cloud gaming is the future. Normal consoles are dead. This is what we're coming into. This is the future. This is where we're here, and we were not here. We were not there yet. That's for sure. It's
not yet.
No. I don't know. I don't know how they do it. Honestly, I don't know how they do cloud gaming because they're by physics wise, like there's going to be some lag, and gamers hate like literally any kind of lag. People still play Melee on CRTs because it has like a second less of lag. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know how that ends up working. Honestly.
Yeah, I'm just thinking of like League of Legends, where it's
it's like
latency.
one missed input is like the whole game. It's like I don't know how that works.
So is Stadia's like attracting point supposed to be single player games? I'm assuming, because it sounds like it'd be a nightmare for any multiplayer.
I think they did advertise it more with single player games, but I think they did have multiplayer games in the service. But I think it was because one of their launch games was Destiny. I think
Destiny.
Mm-hmm.
Destiny 2 at least?
Destiny 2, yeah.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, like, Destiny 1's been out.
No, Destiny 1. Destiny 2.
Okay.
So, they did have multiplayer games on there, but I think what people played I have no idea if anybody was actually on the service. I got to be honest with you. Because it was, like, planned so poorly. It should have been, like, a Netflix-style kind of thing. But instead, it was, you paid for, like, the Netflix subscription, like, that kind of style. And then, plus, you had to buy the games.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
You paid for the service and you paid for the games. I don't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't see where the benefit or the draw is at
Yeah,
all.
and it had no exclusive. I think if it did, I don't remember any of them, so that's kind of bad.
Mhm.
but yeah, now basically, I think once they close those servers, those stadias are useless now. I think all they gave me was like a controller and like a little Chromecast. That was like the whole
Just
thing. So
just everyone's hanging up their single Stadia controller in
yeah,
memory.
basically, yeah. You could probably if you didn't open yours, it's probably will be worth something eventually. You know, it's like
Mhm.
it's that failure.
Oh yeah, Overwatch 2 dropped today, by the way.
Overwatch. I should. Am I gonna play it? I don't. I don't.
I have friends playing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it got DDoS today though, also on
Damn,
launch.
they can't catch a break over there at Bethesda, man. Those poor people working there, they're just, they weren't part of any drama. They're just working, they're just living their lives. And they just got hit. This last like 2 years, they've been hit with like every at every single angle. I actually do feel pretty bad. It's like, dang, you
Yeah,
know?
for the people just working on a game that they
Yeah,
enjoy.
yeah. It's like, geez, they can't catch a break.
Now, it looks fun.
Mm-hmm.
I was playing Gundam Evolution, which dropped like 2 weeks ago, which is like an Overwatch like game.
Yeah.
And as someone who doesn't know any Gundam, I got called out for my taste in character design apparently because I chose the general models for both
Damn.
sides. But
Basic.
they look cool. They look the coolest in my opinion. Fun game, by the way.
There you go.
Wait, who'd you play in
I've
Overwatch?
I played Tracer, Mercy, Diva, I think.
Okay, this man
Those
has
are
the wide portfolio.
yeah. Yeah, dude, you gotta play the field so you can just jump into any game and you're like, all right, I'm ready to go.
Oh, that's how it used to be. Then remember they swapped it so you could only
Oh, you had
you
to play
had to
like one character the
declare
whole time. Yeah. It's like League or
character type.
something. Yeah.
hmm And then now it's only
Oh,
one
that's interesting.
tank.
Oh, they changed the whole meta. I
Yeah.
remember it used to be like, at least when I was playing it, like the first kind of like, first 2 years, it was like you had to have a Reinhardt, and then you went like you went like tank heavy, didn't you?
If it was like that capture the or King of the Hill area, that one was like I felt like tank heavy and if you're at the harbor, then you play Lucio so you can knock people into the well in the middle. If you remember that
Yeah,
place.
I think I do. Yeah, good old memories. That's early college. That was fun.
That's early college.
Yeah, late senior year for us. That was pretty fun.
Wait, late senior year.
It was like late 2016.
Oh, late. Okay, high school. I thought you were gonna
high
say
school.
college. It's like no, I was way done with
Freshman.
Overwatch.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm saying, but fun stuff. I might give it a try. Why not? I got the what's it called, the launcher, the Bethesda launcher.
Oh, you still have Battle.net?
Yeah, I do actually. I think I do.
I think I deleted mine when I stopped playing Hearthstone.
Oh, dude, Hearthstone. Damn, yeah, I still have Battle.net. Yeah.
Oh wait, no, I re-downloaded it for the Call of Duty game that came, Cold War, I think. And then that's the last time I re-downloaded and deleted it. I gotta talk about Distant Worlds. I gotta talk about Final Fantasy Distant Worlds. Final Fantasy Orchestra that I went to.
Oh, yes. You can, let's go ahead.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
That one was fun. I actually kind of had some form of transportation, so there isn't like any crazy story on that end. Yeah. It was mostly just me getting there. I always end up like making one friend at these concerts, and this time I did with some guy in the merch line who was a big Final Fantasy fan. He said he went to like this was the 35th anniversary, and the theme was, I believe, Coral. That's why I can remember.
Coral, there you go.
Yeah, I got the little booklet.
Ooh, like there you go. Will it have some artwork in there?
Has some artwork, says the track listings, the motivation behind the songs and like behind some of the games. So immediately, made friends with this guy in line. He talked about how he went to the one in like 10 years ago for the 25th anniversary. And he's only around our age, which is like crazy because he said he went to the one in like San Diego. And okay, I'm probably going to like reveal where we've said where we live multiple times. This guy said he had family in basically our town, which I found was a ridiculous coincidence because he said he was from.
Seems to always happen to you. Something happens.
It always comes back to Santa Maria. That's all I'm going to say. Everything in life somehow ends up back to this city.
It's a curse.
It's a curse and a blessing. But made friends with him in the merch line, just killing time as we waited to go through it. I bought some vinyls, and waiting for the orchestra, I knew only 2 songs after I looked in the booklet. Like 2 songs I knew I had to listen to was Final Fantasy 13 Blinded by Light, and then the Final Fantasy 14 theme, or one of the battle themes. Because the other ones, I haven't played any of the other Final Fantasies. I played 15, but I played 15. But I was in like a, like how there's the entrances, so there's like half rows for some theaters or orchestra arrangements with. So I was in a row of 5.
Okay.
I was the only one in my row up until about intermission, when a group of 4 just came in, like 2 older couples, about roughly in their late 30s, early 40s. They came in after Final Fantasy 6, because 7 was when they were going to do intermission, then 7 onward. They sat down, listened to one song, and then intermission came on, and they turned on the lights. And I felt so bad because they were like, wait, what's happening? I was like, oh, guys, it's already intermission. You're pretty late. I saw them.
They just didn't have the times right. They were just like, oh, wow, no one's here. That's weird.
No, I don't know what happened, because
walking in their seats, it's like, it's kind of empty in here. It's a little weird, huh?
But literally, they sat down. It's intermission. I tell them, oh, it's intermission. And they asked like where I got the stuff. I was like, oh, there's a merch line, and then there's food line if you want to get some snacks. They said, all right, perfect. And I told them, okay. And by the way, Final Fantasy 7 is gonna probably start after intermission. I said, great. They left. I just stayed because I didn't have money.
Yeah. Because you already bought all your stuff.
I bought too much of merch. I couldn't feed myself after that. Not those prices. Microsoft prices.
Right. Of course, yes.
And then intermission ends, and they're not back yet. They missed the first 2 songs after intermission, but they actually skipped 7 at first, went to 8. And then one of the couples came back, and they started listening like right around the time when they went back to 7.
Right. And
then 7 had some phenomenal songs, which some were missing that I thought like, oh, they're just not going to play some of them. Like if you're say a few songs from 7, I don't know if you played it, whose theme would you think of?
Actually, I don't remember like the names of the songs or the meanings.
I guess. Well, they didn't play Sephiroth's theme.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, okay. Also, by the way, after intermission, they came in with the ensemble or the singers. They weren't there in the first half, so I knew shit was gonna the second half's gonna go pretty well if they brought out all these phenomenal singers.
Right.
And around 7 goes through, 8 goes through, 9, 10, and roughly around 11/12 is when the second couple comes back in.
Damn, they're already at 12?
Yeah, they're already at 12. And they came back, they listened to 12. 13 came on. I was so hyped for 13, by the way, because it was Blinded by Light. I actually have that song, even though I haven't even finished the 13 series because it's 3 games. Blinded by Light came on. I was really hyped for that.
Yeah.
14 came on. I'm playing Final Fantasy 14 right now, so I was really hyped with that.
Right.
And then, Noctis' 15 soundtrack came on. And the way they did it at the end was they did the old pixel style fantasy and had credits going.
Yeah.
And the moment they saw that, the couple left. They're like, all right, we got to go. Peace. They left. And I was like, okay, makes sense. You got places to be. You don't want to be in this traffic. Right. So right when I saw the credits going up, I texted my mom, who was giving me a ride back, saying like, hey, I think it's about to end. Can you come pick me up? And I'm about to leave because, the conductor, I think that's what it is, the guy with the stick. He walked off stage. And so I was like, okay, it's time to go. And I left my seat. Got to about the exit of the theater when I heard clapping. And I turned around. This man walked back on stage. It's like that. It was like that SpongeBob Squidward scene where they peek off and the crowd goes crazy. It was that. This man walked back on stage. I was like, oh, he's doing a fucking encore. And then they
Sephiroth.
they don't play Sephiroth first. They play Final
Okay.
Fantasy X to, I want to say, Zanarkand, I believe is the name of the song. It is one of
Okay.
the big themes in Final Fantasy X.
Mm,
Phenomenal.
right.
And then, it goes quiet for a bit. And I didn't trust this, man. I wasn't gonna leave yet. And then you hear Sephiroth's theme, like, okay, this is it. This is how you end the orchestra.
Right.
And phenomenal performance.
Right.
Also, there was the person in charge of the Kingdom Hearts soundtrack was there. I don't want to mess up her name. Yeah, she was actually in attendance.
We're not talking about Simple and Clean, correct?
No. If Hikaru Utada came out, I would have been fucked. I would have gotten the light sticks out, man. I would have bought some light sticks to show
Were they
out.
selling light sticks?
No, but I would have figured it out.
Oh man. It's like if you were in Coachella and you heard Simple and Clean.
Oh, it's over.
It's over.
Yoko Shimomura. She was the composer for a few Kingdom Hearts series, Final Fantasy 15, Legend of Mana, Street Fighter 2.
Oh.
Yeah, she was.
That's a pretty good resume.
It's a good resume. They also
good.
They also had a singer. I assume the original singer for Final Fantasy X performed one of the songs, which I assume it was a really touching moment. But since I didn't really play the game, it was a little bit lost on me.
You're like, all right, cool.
It was nice. That's one of the things I will say.
Well,
After going
a pretty
to
good singer.
Yeah,
it really fits the song.
This is good. But going from after watching or listening to the Final Fantasy one and the Nier one, I will say the Nier one hit more, but that's because I played all the games of the Nier franchise.
Yeah.
Like when Blinded by Light came on, I was hyped. I will also say, or I was hyped internally because
yes,
orchestra conduct.
Right.
Yeah.
Of course.
Some people did though. As soon as the song come on, they'd start cheering. So yeah, it was pretty funny.
That was funny. I don't remember in the Nier orchestra. Did they play any Dragon Guard games or Dragon Guard songs, or no? It was just Nier.
No. First half was Replicant / Gestalt, and then intermission, then Automata.
Automata. Okay.
No Dragon Guard. No Dragon Guard love here. That would be a freaking phenomenal.
Yeah, like the fucking I love the ending songs for both for Dragon Guard 3 and Dragon Guard 1.
Yeah.
Like NDE songs. Oh god.
Honestly, there's a lot of good
hype.
ending songs in Dragon Guard 1 specifically. Dragon Guard 1 has I think it's ending B, C, and is it E or D? I forget.
E's the one that goes to Nier.
Okay. Then yeah, that one. Yeah. And then Dragon Guard 3 has, I just think of all the boss themes, but those are just so freaking high BPM.
Yes. Would that work in an orchestra?
They do alter the songs accordingly, but there's some that I don't see how it would be possible. But there are some good songs on there that I think already can be put in an orchestra.
Oh, did they play the Victory Fanfare at the orchestra?
That's a fun question. Yeah, I believe they did. I was living for Blinded by Light. Here, I'll list the track. I'll say the track list. Final Fantasy main theme with choir, Ragnarok from 11, Suteki Dane. Oh, that was the one that I think she said. Yeah. Apocalypse Noctis. Eris theme.
Eris theme. That's actually goated.
They played the Battle medley from 1 through 6.
Okay.
Kids Run Through the City, Answers, Blinded by Light, Home Sweet Home, Music Box. I don't see Torn from the Heavens. That was the one from Final Fantasy 14. I don't see the Victory theme, but I feel like I probably listened to it. I could be. I'm gonna be honest, I don't. I was living for Blinded by Light.
You were just so distracted.
That was it.
It's over.
But yeah, I got some vinyls. I got this nice book. It's actually pretty good.
That is really nice, yeah.
And then a shirt, I think. That's everything that I got.
There we go. That was funny. I think I saw people at that event. It's pretty cool because it was a tour, right? It was an orchestra tour, right? So LA wasn't the only place that we're going, right?
Yes, it is a worldwide tour. So I
Yeah.
believe they just came from Chicago. They
Mm.
were in LA, and then they were going to, I believe, Europe after
Mm.
LA. I could be wrong, but I think that was the order.
Yeah, that's sick. That's super cool.
I'm
I'm
always
thinking
glad to
like,
go to
what game would
these.
I go to an orchestra for?
Dude,
No,
just go to
I'm
any.
thinking.
It's always a good
I'd
time.
really want to go for like a game I really like. I don't know.
Well,
I know
if
I'd
you
have
had
to
like
think.
the dream one, of course, But I would, on the recommendation, if there's a game orchestra, go to it. It's a good time. We had an interesting experience though, because right next to the Microsoft Theater, where it was at, where this Final Fantasy Orchestra concert is happening, there was a country concert at a like basically across the street. So it was just a whole bunch of like Boot Barn convention and then Final Fantasy cosplayers. It was like a weird mix going around.
That is an interesting mix. That is a very interesting mix. What else has been going on? What else has?
New season of anime starting.
Oh yes, I already started watching Spy Family.
Wait, season 2's already started?
Or second half of the first season.
Oh, second half of the first season. Gotcha.
Yeah, second core, whatever you would call it.
Second core.
Yes.
Oh, before we talk about the anime,
yes,
Kaguya-Sama has 4 chapters left.
That's crazy.
Before it ends.
That's crazy. Actually, I wish I could just like, I need to figure out where I'm at based on how much of the anime I watch, so I can just read it, because I've been starved from Kaguya. Because
it is.
Yeah.
Or you could just read it all. Just read it all.
Read the whole thing. Just go back and read the whole thing.
I would recommend it. I won't never say no to someone reading the full manga.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, Kaguya, I think it's probably one of the best comedy, at least anime series. Yeah, rom-coms that I've seen for sure. Rom-com for sure. I think it's my top rom-com. 100%.
Top rom-com. Okay.
Yes, I think it is. I don't know if it's my top comedy, but definitely my top rom-com for sure. For sure.
Is Spy Family the only series you've watched of this season?
So far, but you know what comes out, I think, next week? A Chainsaw Man.
I believe it's this week.
Is it this week?
I believe it's this week. Dude. I could be wrong.
I'm ready. I'm ready for Chainsaw Man.
Because it's that
intense.
Yeah, Spy Family.
The hype is so crazy though.
There's a few other ones that I'm blanking on. I'm watching Berserk with my brother.
I think there was a lot this season. Give me one.
Yeah, let's briefly look at the Mal.
Let's briefly look at it.
Let's see what the experts think.
Let's see. We got Chainsaw Man. We got Spy Family Part 2. We got Mob Psycho 103.
That's actually big for me. I actually forgot about that. Wait, My Hero's season 6
season. Bleach, the new season of Bleach.
I could be wrong, but I believe that's on Hulu exclusive or some kind of exclusive.
Bleach?
Is it on Disney? Yeah, I think Bleach. This
Maybe.
is like the.
I think it's not. It's definitely not on Crunchyroll because they just took off all of Bleach off of Crunchyroll.
1,000-Year Blood War arc. I believe it's on a specific streaming service. Couldn't tell you what it is.
Interesting.
The hell is
To Your Eternity season 2.
Oh, To Your Eternity, phenomenal manga. I didn't know what the fuck its Japanese name was, but now that I know, I would highly recommend this series.
Blue Lock. Another season of Uzaki-chan.
Shadow Emissary Isekai comedy manga. Kage no Jitsuryo. I'm gonna butcher the
Eminence
name.
in Shadow.
That was it.
Welcome to Demon School. That's actually not bad. Not a bad show.
Actually enjoyable manga, I will
say. Reincarnated as a Sword. I don't know about that one.
It's
Urusei Yatsura. That's like the classic anime that got rebooted, getting the Brotherhood treatment.
That's getting rebooted. Interesting.
Yeah, Urusei Yatsura. It's gonna be 46 episodes.
I know it's a long series.
Is it the old one or is it the reboot? I don't know. Interesting. But those are the big hitters. I was like Golden Kamuy. I've heard good things of Golden.
This got an anime?
Which one?
Fufu Ijo Kobito Miman. So, I'm going to give you like the quick 2-cents synopsis. In general ed in this world, you have to cohabitate with another person in the school. Okay. This guy likes one girl, but he ends up getting partnered with a gal, so they live together.
Okay.
That's kind of it. It's just the premise of like, oh, for general ed, it's gonna depend on how well you two live as a couple. By the way, it's not just living together in
Yeah,
cohabitation.
no, gotta...
It's literally fake marriage is in their curriculum as a high schooler.
Sounds like some incel shit. I'm gonna be honest.
It's some good art, but I was like, I can't with this premise, man.
Jesus. Pop Team Epic is getting another season. There you go.
I could
That's
not.
A blast from the past.
I wasn't a Pop Team Epic fan. I couldn't. It was just too much for me.
Yeah, that was pretty intense. Dude, there's some big shows. Big shows this season. It's crazy. And some shows wait. There's wait. Oh no, I thought they were doing another season of that Antarctica anime. I was like, how are they gonna do another season of that anime? Do you remember that anime?
Mm-mm.
The Antarctica one where they go to Antarctica? Where it's like 3 girls.
Is it the sad one?
It's kind of sad. It's mostly comedic.
Oh, okay. Well, there's the sad one of like where, excuse me. Well, they don't know what series I'm going to be talking about, where they die.
No. It's like this person's like mom was an explorer and then she passed away and then the daughter's going to Antarctica to like.
Oh no, I don't know that series.
Really interesting.
Oh,
it was pretty big back in the day.
You know what has came in that before the last episode came on? The figurine.
Oh, there you go. Straight from Tokyo. You actually found a place for it? It's crazy.
So, a figurine came in. And one might think, it's one of the ones I ordered 2 years ago. Like when or like probably about a year and a half ago.
I remember us talking about it like when we barely started the podcast, yeah.
That's what you expect. However, that's not what reality is. I ordered a figurine that came in like 3 days after I ordered it because it was already in stock. There is literally no way for me to show
a saber.
Oh wait, you know what? We have technology. We just use this. This is what it looks like unboxed.
Yeah.
So, I'm excited. One of the figurines I did order. Okay. Mm-hmm. The first figurine that made me buy stuff, it was the Hokusai figurine that I dropped like $500 on. Jesus. I haven't told you. Yeah. So that one, the reason why it was so expensive was because I bought it through a company that was going to buy it from like another company. Yeah. They, upcharge a bit so they can make a profit. In my desperation, I ordered it from this company. And recently I looked back on it and I questioned myself, why the fuck did I ever purchase from this company? They have like 2-star reviews where it's just like the customer service is awful. Customer service is awful. But luckily what I'm seeing is that while the customer service is awful, most of these people still got their orders. So I'm just praying. I'm just praying I get my fucking order because that's one of the only figurines I actually already paid for. So I was in that desperation mode.
Yeah.
And then a few days after that, the figurine actually dropped. Like it's actually in circulation now. So I'd hope to get it in a few days, weeks, months. I'll give him like until mid-November, and then I'll ask him like, "Hey, where is this figurine? Where is it?" Yeah. It's actually but when it's a circulation, there's always a few people who cancel their pre-orders. And so I did the decision out of fear that I wouldn't get this figurine from this sketchy ass company. I bought it again. Jesus Christ. You're gonna have 2 of the same one. Yeah, I basically am. If the worst scenario, that's the second worst scenario. Actually, that's the only few scenarios. The worst scenario is I don't get the one. Any of you do get either. Okay, that one just doesn't seem possible. That's the actual worst one, or the one that I do get is like damaged or something. Yeah. But there's one that I'm pretty confident I'm gonna get. That one, I'm like, okay, that's the one I ordered recently. And then the other one, I'm just like, well, what the fuck am I gonna do with this if it does come in? Because if it doesn't come in, then I can try to dispute it and be like, hey, I never got this. Right. But if I do get it, then what do I do? Do I resell it? Do I just freaking put 2 of them up?
Fuck it.
Do I just go full degen, put one in a computer case, make it a little fancy? I don't know.
Oh my god. That's a dilemma.
That's a dilemma.
That's a dilemma.
Yeah, no, they shouldn't have gave me adult money, because also one of the first things we said was I swapped equipment. I bought the Shure mic. I also bought the Logitech Blue Sona, which is the mic they just released as a competitor to the Shure SM7B. And so I tested it out, and I don't know, I just didn't like the feel on it. It might be completely subjective. Like, I didn't even really focus too much on the audio. I just didn't like how I felt talking into the mic itself. It was something completely like that, which kind of makes no sense. But then with the Shure, I just liked talking into it.
Well, if that's the way it goes, that's the way the cookie crumbles, I guess.
Yeah, that's the way it be.
Well, that was fun. Did we have anything else to talk about before we head out?
Not that I could think of.
Well, what number are we on?
We're on 68.
68. The next one's gonna be a good one.
All right then.
I had to throw it in there. But yeah, that was episode 68 of the Virtuallylost podcast. Thank you for being patient for this new episode. Hope you liked it.
See you next week.
See you next week.